Now to the reckoning in our country over policing and race. One of the names the Black Lives Matter movement has never stopped saying is that of 12-year-old Tamir Rice. Tamir Rice would have turned 18 this year. On Tuesday, the Justice Department said it would not be bringing federal criminal charges against the two Cleveland police officers at the scene of Rice's killing. The department says surveillance video of the shooting is too poor of a quality for prosecutors to conclusively establish what happened. Rice was playing with a pellet gun outside a recreation center back in 2014 when he was shot and killed by a white officer seconds after the officer and his partner arrived. In a 2015 statement, the Cleveland Police Union said it maintained from day one that the officers took appropriate action based on law and the facts and circumstances they were aware of at the time. I want to bring in Eddie Glaude, chair of the Department of African American Studies at Princeton University. Of course, he is also an MSNBC contributor. And Eddie, I mean, again, to remind folks, this was a 12-year-old boy at the time. Your reaction to the news as it came down last evening?
Well, it enraged me. My first thing that my mind went to Tamir Rice's mother, Samaria, where she has to go through this again. She lost her baby. She has to deal with that every day. And here you have the federal government making this decision, in some ways opening up that wound even more so. So my heart goes out to her. But, you know, one of the things that came to my mind, Craig, really quickly, is that this is part of the contradiction. Folk tell us that we shouldn't protest, that we should trust the process. And so here's the process playing itself out. And this is not the exception. This is the rule. The burden that prosecutors have to meet in order to prosecute police officers is so high that it's damn near impossible to hold them accountable. So here you have a 12-year-old boy dead within seconds, and the police are fired. That's all. And let's remember that this is happening against the backdrop of Andre Hill, who was just killed in Columbus, Casey Goodson, who just killed in Columbus, Walter Wallace, just killed in Philadelphia. So my heart goes out to his mother, and I understand why people don't have faith in the process, because look what just happened.
To your point, Professor, with regards to the process, you know, to bring federal civil rights charges, the Department of Justice has to prove that an officer's actions willfully broke the law, willfully being the operative word there, rather than being the result of a mistake, negligence, bad judgment. The DOJ declined criminal charges against police officers in other cases, like those of Eric Garner, Michael Brown. What does this say to you about that part of our justice system, this idea of willful disregard?
Right. In some ways, it allows police officers to act with impunity without the fear of being held to account. And as long as police officers can engage in the use of deadly force in the way that they do, and not feel a sense of hesitation because they know they're protected in this way. Now, look, I'm not trying to downplay the dangers that police officers face. They put their lives on the line every single day for us. And I'm deeply grateful for that. But they ought to be held accountable when they act wrongly, when they act badly, when they engage in this sort of egregious use of deadly force. And so it seems to me that part of the argument, the debate that we must have, is not just simply around criminal justice reform, but police reform. And that involves holding police accountable. If they know, Craig, that they're going to go to prison, if they unjustly use deadly force, they will think twice. And I think that's important for us, for that to happen.
All right, Professor Eddie Glaude.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.